Good morning, everybody. This is your friend, your sister, Ayobola. Welcome to today's Wednesday Word and Worship. So this morning, I want to tell a story, a very popular story about a company owner who traveled. But before he traveled, he got 3 of his employees and assigned to each one of them different talents, different numbers of talents. So the first one, he gave 5 talents, and the second one, he gave 2 talents, and the last one he gave 1 talent. And as we know, according to that story, the first 2 employees went ahead and worked with the talents they had been given. The first one, who had 5, got extra 5, making it 10 at the end of the day. And the second one, who had 2 initially, also matured it and made it 4 at the end of the day. But surprisingly, when the company owner came to settle accounts with them, and he asked the third one what he had done with the talent he was given, surprisingly, that one who had only 1, and one would have thought that because he had just 1, he would have had enough time to work with that one. We find out, surprisingly, that he didn't do anything with it. In fact, the Bible says in Matthew 24, from verse 14 to verses 28, that this gentleman or gentlewoman hid the talent that he or she was given. He hid that talent. And when the owner called him into account, he said, I was afraid. I didn't know what to do with it. So I hid it so that when you come back, I'll be able to give you exactly what you gave back to me. So it didn't mature it. And of course, the owner was furious. He was very angry. Like, I gave you 1. You had enough time. Why didn't you mature it? Why didn't you do something with it? It did not only take that 1 talent from him. He also ordered that servant, that employee, be punished, and punished severely. So the essence of the story is faithfulness and consistency. Faithfulness and consistency. Whatever situation that we find ourselves in life, it is because God has seen that we are able to walk within those circumstances. We are able to walk within those capacity. We are able to walk within those ability. So, for instance, if you are born in a family, maybe you are not so well to do or whatever, God knows that within that family, within those circumstances, is going to give you enough ability to do what He has called you to do. So, we don't need to be afraid. We don't need to be afraid. We just need to work with what God has given us day by day, step by step, and develop it. It is consistency that brings maturity. It is consistency that brings development. It is consistency, faithfulness that brings growth. And, somebody may say that, even though I'm doing all these things, I'm working with what God has given me, but it doesn't seem to be yielding more fruit. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. When you persist in those things, God will come. Like that owner came, that company owner, even though it seems it was not going to come for a very long time, but he eventually came and gave the reward, the deserving reward, to each one of his workers. So God will come, no matter what you are doing, and it seems that it's not growing, that it seems that nobody is applauding you, nobody is celebrating you, nobody is saying what or acknowledging what you are doing. God is going to come to acknowledge you, to reward you. So don't be discouraged. Keep doing what you are doing. In that story, we see that God gave more to those who have more, and to the one who didn't have any, it seems to have taken it from him. So continue being faithful with little. When you are faithful with little, much will be committed into your hand. So be faithful, be consistent, and God will surely come to reward you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now. God bless.